And we got 3 more left. So let's move back over to SmackDown, where Shane McMahon is the special guest referee as AJ Styles and Kevin Owens do battle once again for the United States Championship.
Yeah, and they did something in the beginning before the match started that was, like, I think, completely necessary for this match.
Okay.
They started fighting before the match started.
Yeah.
Shane separately pulled AJ off of Kevin Owens first, and then they started fighting again, and they pulled Kevin Owens off of AJ second. And this was Shane saying, look, I'm strong enough that if I need to, I can interject and I can actually move you guys.
Yeah, because he said specifically, if you get physical with me, I'll get physical back.
Yeah, because he did say that if anybody were to hit him on accident, he would let it slide.
Yeah, he wouldn't do anything. But it was the intentional action towards him was going to get a reaction.
And that played a big part in the match because at one point, AJ accidentally knocks him out of the ring.
Yeah.
And they get into like a shouting match because AJ gets Owens in the calf crusher.
But both of them had these moments where they kept yelling at Shane.
Yeah. He gets Owens in the calf crusher. Owens taps out, but Shane's getting back in the ring. Yeah. Doesn't see it happen. And AJ's like, hey, I had the match won, blah, 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 blah. And he pushes Shane, and Shane immediately shoves him right back, to which Owens rolls him up into a schoolboy, but AJ kicks out.
Yeah.
Later, the same thing happens.
A little bit more aggressive with Owens.
Yeah.
Owens was getting in Shane's face.
Yeah, Owens and Shane, they get in each other's face again, and start blah, 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 and then Owens does the shove to Shane, and Shane shoves him back, and AJ rolls him up in a schoolboy again.
Yeah.
And Owens kicks out.
And so, yeah, it's both, like, the tension in this match was extremely noticeable, which is great, because everyone was just aggravated with each other, including Shane.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's Styles versus Owens. We know that they have great matches. That's exactly what it was. There wasn't a slow moment in the match. Both of them hitting their finishers multiple times. We had the false finish after the pop-up powerbomb where AJ's foot was on the rope the whole time, which pissed off Owens even more. I think that's actually what led up to the roll up on Owens. Styles had to hit 2 Styles clashes. The first one, Owens was like, "Nope, I'm kicking out," and it wasn't until the end. I don't remember what Owens was doing, but I think he was just complaining to Shane again, and Styles just went apeshit on him and hit him with every single finisher he has.
Yeah, because he got him with the phenomenal forearm, then put him down with the Styles Clash.
Yeah,
and retains the championship.
Yeah, so good job, AJ, not losing your title like everyone else has.
And we both went for AJ on that one, right?
Yes, yeah, we both went AJ on that one.
Good for us.
So I'm still up by 2. So at this point, Kevin Owens has lost.
Yes,
He can only gain 1 more.
I can only close the gap by 1 point.
Yeah, if Samoa Joe wins the Universal Championship.
Yeah, he can still also spread the gap 1 point
if Braun Strowman wins the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
But for the next match, we both went with Jinder Mahal as Jinder defended the WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, because I'll be real, it's still too early to drop Nakamura onto the championship.
Yeah, and this match did exactly what it needed to do. It gives Shinsuke the realization that it's not just Jinder he's fighting.
Yes. He's got the Singh brothers.
Yeah.
And obviously the mental threat, which is Great Khali could appear out of anywhere.
It's possible. Because it's happened.
And either maybe just Khali actually owns the Punjabi prison, so that's why he was there at the time.
Oh, that's like his
kayfabe. Because I know it sits in a warehouse.
Yeah. I think we saw it on WWE Network special or something.
Yeah. Here's the thing too, is I'm starting to see a comparison to Jinder Mahal's title reign and JBL's title reign.
JBL had the cabinet.
Yeah, JBL had the cabinet, and JBL was similar gimmicks. Very,
Yeah.
very. My ideals are correct. Very.
Proud of their country.
Proud of their country. He's the modern day Maharaja. Obviously, he's playing a character who's very wealthy, well-to-do.
Yeah.
And they're both chicken shit heels.
Yeah.
That's what makes them great. The only thing is, Jinder Mahal is nowhere near as actually charismatic as JBL.
No.
So
JBL has extra, like, not to say that Jinder hasn't taken steps away from where he was.
Oh yeah.
Because before
leaps and bounds.
He was just a nothing, and this title reign has benefited him. It's benefited the Bollywood boys. It has made them all
put them on TV. So,
it's made them extremely relevant, which is good. But yeah, Jinder still has room to improve, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's good. I hope it keeps going, because I do want it to feel like a big deal when he loses the belt.
Yeah. Well, just based on the reaction, not only just the fact that it's Shinsuke Nakamura, but the fact that people literally don't want to see Jinder be champion.
Yeah.
He's getting really good heat, which is putting a lot of really good babyface
Except
points.
in Canada.
True. Which in turn is giving really good babyface points to whomever he's facing.
Yeah.
And so, as if Shinsuke wasn't already over as fuck, this match just made it very much more prominent that people wanted Shinsuke to win this belt.
Yeah, and it gave them what they wanted, because Shinsuke did a lot of kicking Jinder's ass in this match.
Yeah.
Jinder was able to like slow it down for a minute.
Jinder did a great job of just slowing the match down and just grounding Shinsuke.
Yeah, and
just classic heel stuff.
But Shinsuke did the majority of the damage in this match, as he technically usually does, because the dude's got stone fists and knees.
I believe his knees are made out of hammers.
Could be. Hammers chiseled from stone.
Oh, stone hammers.
And, the Bollywood boys got involved. None of them actually got any offense on Shinsuke.
It was so
He beat the shit out of both of them.
Just watching them step up to Shinsuke.
Because they got up on the apron, and rather than even knocking them down, Shinsuke pulled them both into the ring to beat them up.
Yeah, and then the second one just like, he went to throw a punch, and then all of a sudden was just like smacked around by Shinsuke. And it was so much fun to watch him just like, fuck, I got myself into a shitty situation.
And like you said, there's tons of room for improvement, because this did lead to Jinder Mahal hitting a very sloppy version of his finishing move, the Colossus, where it was just the non-consensual hug from behind slam.
I won't put all the blame on Jinder, because it looked like Shinsuke didn't know which arm to give him.
Well, my issue is, I feel like the placement, and this could still be on Shinsuke, the placement of where Shinsuke was isn't where he wanted to be.
Right.
Because what I'm guessing is supposed to happen is that Jinder was supposed to come from behind Shinsuke.
Yeah.
But where he finished beating up the Bollywood boy, he was facing, like, Shinsuke is facing this way and Jinder was facing this way.
Yeah.
So he wasn't behind him, so Jinder actually had to, like, walk up to in front of him, and then he tried to, like, spin him around.
Yeah.
And get behind him. Could have been worse.
Yeah, at least he got the effect of, he got the pickup and the slam, which is good, but yeah, the locking in of the Cobra Clutch is very necessary for that move, and yeah, it did make it look a little sloppy. So not the best finish that Jinder has had since winning the title, but
it was enough to get by until the next one.
Yeah. So yeah, was it the best match he's had? Probably not. I think him and Orton had better matches. But
the Punjabi prison match was good.
Yeah,
and that's weird to say about a Punjabi prison match.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Jinder versus Shinsuke rematch.
And Punjabi prison. We're just gonna make this every 3 pay-per-views.
We get a Punjabi prison.
Yeah, they do 2 regular matches and then a Punjabi prison.
Well, then we finish the night off with our fatal 4-way for the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar defends against Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Samoa Joe.
And let me tell you, kudos to the referee in this one, because I'm pretty sure if I was the referee, as soon as all 4 of these guys were in the ring, I'd probably just pass out.
Yeah.
Because there's so much intensity between these 4 humans.
Yes.
Like, the ring was just enveloped in a murderous rage.
The entire ringside area was enveloped in a murderous rage.
Yeah, no one was safe. People were getting flung every which way. 2 of the commentators' tables were destroyed when Braun Strowman power slammed Brock through both of them.
Yeah. The barricade was destroyed when Roman Reigns was decided to spear Braun Strowman. Well, he
speared Brock.
Brock,
Joe had him in the coquina
Brock
clutch.
was in the coquina clutch. And
Joe saw it coming, so he got the fuck
Joe's
out
like,
of the way.
nope, I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, they go crashing through. Then Brock Lesnar attempted to use part of the barricade as a weapon.
That kudos, because I'm sure it would have hurt.
That is the most resourceful thing Brock Lesnar has done since he came back.
Braun, after the second power slam through the middle announce table, he actually dumped the rightmost announce table onto Lesnar. Then Lesnar gets taken away via stretcher.
And then it's a bunch of us, just a lot of us hoping that Roman Reigns doesn't win.
Roman and Joe both got domed by the same wheelie chair.
Yes.
Joe never saw it coming.
Nope.
Joe was facing the wrong way. Roman got a nice raspberry under his left eye from where the leg hit him in the face. Dear God, Braun.
And then
I'm hoping that Braun and Roman have a wheelie chair on a pole match.
Oh God, I don't think they'd have to have a hell of a pole just holding up a wheelie chair above the ring.
Yeah, I'm just saying it needs to be a thing. This thing, I mean, as much as it's gonna be like referred to as a comedy gimmick when it gets to it, like it's a comedy gimmick until you realize how hard Braun Strowman can throw something.
Well, I mean, it's not a light piece of furniture. It's gonna fucking hurt if you get hit in the face.
If you want to put any doubt into it, I mean, the fact that he took the top half of stairs and threw it from outside by the commentary table all the way into the opposing corner.
And that's after constantly battering both Roman and Joe a couple of times with the stairs. But Roman got his receipt.
Yeah, Roman got in and went into panic mode because Braun was closing in on him faster than he expected.
So he just fumbles with the stairs.
He grabbed the stairs the first way he could get him and swung at Braun. To the chagrin of Braun Strowman, he got hit with the pointy bits.
Yeah.
It was the 2 triangular ends that usually are reserved for resting against the ring.
Yeah, and luckily it was only the one time because Braun immediately went, "Oh, that fucking hurt,"
and he had a laceration on the side of his head,
which gave Roman enough time to like rotate them and like hit him right the next time.
And then he hit him again, knocked him out of the ring. Then he tossed him out of the ring, and they almost landed on Braun. Braun put his leg up to like redirect the stairs direction.
He was gonna kick them like he did Apollo Crews.
Oh my God, that would have been too risky because they could have gone flying into the crowd.
Good point.
He was just deflecting.
Then at that point, Joe is kind of the guy in the driver's seat because Roman's been fucked up by Braun. Braun is out on the outside, and so Joe starts hitting kicks and ST Joes and sentons on Roman and is just getting ready to fucking finish him. And then Brock Lesnar had to ruin it and come back into the match.
Yeah, and what I really enjoyed about this match, though, even with Brock Lesnar in it, it was like, it was a lot of 2 guys have to go down while the other 2 guys take the spotlight, which then made you sit there for the rest of the time going, okay, which guy's gonna come back first, and what is he gonna do?
Yeah. How's he gonna ruin this situation?
There was a lot of suspense in the match because you had to be like, okay, so Brock and Braun are down, Joe and Reigns are fighting. Now who's gonna come in next? And so then Brock comes in and like they knock Joe out. So like it's like, okay, Brock and Reigns are fighting, but Joe and Braun are down. So who's gonna come in next and fuck somebody's day up?
So yeah, I mean Brock comes back and he starts fucking everybody's shit.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I want to see a one-on-one between Braun and Brock now.
Oh, I absolutely, yeah.
Because Braun never got suplexed.
Yeah, he couldn't lift Braun up.
Braun was able to deflect the German suplex attempt.
Yeah, ended up elbowing out of it, and then
he
hucked Brock into the corner.
Brock sold all of Braun's shit.
Yeah,
which was great. Like, I know we're not the most complimentary of Brock Lesnar on this show, per se, but Brock did a really good job this go-around of letting himself get his ass kicked.
Yeah, he's alright.
Because normally, the way that Vince McMahon likes to book Brock Lesnar is Brock, go in and just fuck the other guy up.
Yeah. There's not a whole
The
lot.
cat agrees.
There's not a whole lot of leeway for the opponents of Brock Lesnar.
And this was very much, in a good way, a smart business decision to make Brock look like he was in danger of losing.
Yes.
And it's really good because, if you think about it, these are the only 3 guys that Brock has like faced off against that seem like legitimate threats to Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar.
they're the only ones that are physically imposing and
Which is another thing that I enjoy, is that Brock now isn't 100% squash-a-mania, where now when they're pairing him up against people, they're really like actually being like, oh, we're going to put him in a match against Samoa Joe, and we're going to build it so Samoa Joe actually looks like he can hurt Brock.
Yeah.
You know, they're booking Brock a lot smarter than they were a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Where it's come in, German suplex John Cena a million times and win.
He still only does 2 moves.
Yeah. He did a short arm clothesline.
Did he?
Yeah.
I missed that.
It was right off the bat when they paired off with the people, and then they did like a switcheroo, and they switched partners, and he had Roman in the corner, and he actually pulled Roman out of the corner to the short arm clothesline.
Okay.
I'm like, hey,
He did 3 moves.
Brock did another move. He belly-to-bellied Joe. That was actually the first suplex he threw, was a belly-to-belly, not a German. I'm still waiting for an off-the-top rope move, Brock.
Yeah, no.
He put the Kimura on, which was kind of refreshing because I don't think we've seen the Kimura used since his feud with Undertaker.
No, because he did it against Reigns.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did it once or twice against Reigns.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing that, despite it being Suplex City at the WrestleMania we were at, I remember seeing him do it at least once.
Yeah.
But Reigns is strong.
And he did it to Braun, who was just able to carry Brock around with one arm.
Braun didn't give a fuck.
The main thing is, like, I felt like, okay, Roman came in and Superman punched, but he Superman punched Braun, who was standing up in the Kimura.
Yeah, which was a really awkward situation.
Which seemed like the wrong, because if you're going to drop the guy who's in a submission hold with a Brock Lesnar, like, if they were to just fall, Brock's still going to have the submission hold on. Brock, though, dropped out of the Kimura when he hit, because I do think that Brock thought he was the one that was supposed to get hit with the Superman punch. Which would have made more sense.
It would have made more sense, unless Braun did the full bump and, like...
Yeah, if he would have fallen backwards...
And just landed on Lesnar.
But they were in the corner, and all that happened was Lesnar fell down, and then, like, Braun kind of fell off towards the side.
Braun kind of stumbled. But eventually...
All the guys, this is what I also, too, as I enjoyed, is all the guys looked strong in this match.
Yeah.
No one particularly looked like they were not meant to be there.
Yeah.
Like, each person got their shit in.
Yeah.
Which was cool, because when you do have so many main event people in, and I'm only doing that because despite Joe has been around wrestling for a long time, he's still relatively new in WWE.
Yeah.
And Braun Strowman is kind of skyrocketed from being a guy who we thought was wet paper to really fun to watch.
Yeah.
In a short amount of time. Like, these guys went from being not very highly established in WWE to being pushed right into the Raw main event scene super quick.
Yeah.
Like, just no one completely overshadowed anyone else.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a thing that is hard to do in a Fatal 4-Way or bigger, a multi-person match.
Especially when the match has Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in it.
And, you know, and everybody did their part.
Yeah. Unfortunately, part of Brock Lesnar's part was to retain the fucking title.
And he did it in the only way that I deemed even moderately acceptable, which is by beating Roman Reigns.
He did pin Roman.
Which just it only ensured us that Roman Reigns didn't win the championship again.
But me personally, I would have rather seen Roman Reigns take the title than keep Brock Lesnar around.
Yeah, I think this was changed on the fly because I know you don't, but I keep tabs on the Vegas betting odds of the pay-per-view matches.
Right.
So I know we talk a lot of this about Rumble and WrestleMania, off camera usually. But it was earlier today, only a couple hours before the pay-per-view, that Brock went from lowest odds to highest odds. So there and that's one of the things, I think there's an internal leaker.
Oh, there has to be.
Why odds flip around so much right before pay-per-views start. And Brock went from low to high really fast.
Yeah.
And I think this is done because I think WWE's going to swerve it a little bit. Because WWE just put so much emphasis on Brock is going to have a hard time winning this match because there's 3 guys and he doesn't have to get pinned. So all of Paul Heyman's promos were even like, well, Brock isn't going to win this match, let's face it. You know, because they're going to work on getting Brock out and then they're going to beat each other.
Yeah.
So I think that, and I mean, this is a ballsy guess, I think Brock is going to defend the belt on a Raw. Or potentially No Mercy.
I definitely don't see a Raw happening.
But
might be cool.
I think Brock is going to lose his belt in the next one-on-one match that he does.
Against Finn.
Because what it was is they're like, oh, with the odds stacked against him, Brock Lesnar won his match. Because, you know, he didn't have to get pinned. He had 3 different opponents. He still won. So now he's going to go into whatever next one-on-one match he is so confident.
You know,
like the way he went with Goldberg.
It would make sense if his next title defense is against the Demon Finn Balor, who has never lost.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm saying it right now. Drew Gulak beats Brock Lesnar for the Universal title.
I'm gonna say Finn Balor.
All right.
So yeah, SummerSlam wasn't the worst. It had.
I gave it a C+.
Yeah, it was alright. It had Usos New Day for me, man.
The Usos and the New Day, they killed it.
The women's championship
both
matches.
Women's matches killed it. I even liked the 6-man tag match that opened the pre-show. It lacked any kind of importance feeling because the audience wasn't there yet.
There wasn't anyone there. And then Styles and Owens, always good.
Good. They really, really helped break up the fact that they have been wrestling each other a lot recently. To have the Shane altercations, was a really nice little throw because, of course, you know, we didn't really buy into what Kevin Owens was saying with the whole, oh, Shane, watch when he screwed Mankind or whatever it was.
Yeah.
When he screwed Stone Cold.
Yeah.
But then I realized we started talking about it a lot while we were watching it.
Yeah. It became a very much part of the conversation.
So, I mean, they did a lot of good stuff. Definitely could have done without Enzo and Cass, but I mean, I've been saying that for the last few weeks.
I feel bad for Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Rusev.
Let's be real. Baron Corbin was the biggest loser of this week. Like
biggest loser in WWE.
The last week in general.
Unless someone got fired, Baron Corbin was the biggest loser. That is it for our SummerSlam review.
Post in the comments. Tell us what you thought about SummerSlam.
Yeah, do that. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links.
There's a lot of links.
Check out the podcast.
That's the SoundCloud link.
Check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's Reasonable to W.
Like wrestling.
You
were slow on that one.
We gotta change it up sometimes.
That's fair. Yeah, check out our NXT review just before this. Check out our extremely short indie news this week. And get ready for the rest of our reviews.
Yeah, including the Lucha Underground Championship on this Wednesday.
Chanimundo versus Rey Mysterio Jr. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you whatever video you decide to watch next. Fuck that.
Johnny.